Okay, as some of you might have heard, um, George Perez has been diagnosed with terminal cancer. He's been given 6 to 12 months to live. He was told us at the end of November 2021. This is now early part of December 2021. So 6 months to 12 months means more likely this will be his last Christmas. He's probably had his last Thanksgiving. You know, he's so we're looking at May. Between May and November, we're gonna lose an amazing artist. Now, again, how this will show up. Got this in 2012 when I met him. Around that time, I was asking artists, like, that's the least favorite part about your job? The most common answers were, like a nude letter or a heavy-handed inker. When I asked George, he stopped for a second. And he looked back at me, he went, I draw comics for a living. As just to kind of say, there's nothing I don't like about my job. And if you ever met him, you probably know he's an incredibly passionate man, really, really full of life. My buddy who I go watch wrestling with a lot, he met him on 2 different occasions. One, he asked for a picture. And George, got up from behind his table. And the picture of the two of them, I mean, their heads are on top of each other. And I think as soon as it was done, George made a mention like how he liked how my buddy's beard felt against his. He liked the way the beards interconnected. Just giant smile on his face. He's an incredibly passionate man for what he does. And if you don't really believe me, he did 2 really great quotes when he was talking about what's going on. One was they talked about he could do chemotherapy and it might give him some more time, but it would probably really degrade his overall quality of life. And it's like, well, do you want to have more time or better time? And he'd rather have better time than more time. And then he mentioned, like before he leaves, he would like to do at least one more convention where he can, say goodbye to all of his fans with the smiles and tears, and hug everyone. So this is someone who knows his time is limited, and one of the last things he wants to do is he kind of wants to say thank you to the fans. That's an amazing story. That's an amazing way to want to, spend some of the last moments of your life, is with friends, family, your loved ones, and as well as your fans. You can tell that he fully understands that the life he's got to live is because of the amazing work that he does and the appreciation he gets from the fans. So, I mean, it's always sad when someone dies. It's even sadder when someone who is so full of life and passion for what it is that he does, and for the feeling that he's able to engender in people, and that he recognizes and he fully appreciates that. It makes him not only an amazing artist, but an amazing human being. So, if you're someone if you've met George in the past, put out there how he made you feel. Put out there how much you appreciate his work. Let him know the impact that he's made on your life. you know, all the amazing art that he's done, whether it's, you know, the Justice League Avengers piece that has everybody. I mean, everybody. And no one looks bad. You can tell that he went through and he was like, well, I'm going to do Captain America, but I'm not going to slack off because he's this size. I'm going to do this beautifully. If you have the opportunity to, you know, whether it's send him a well wish, send him a direct message or a postcard, let him know how much he's impacted you. And at the same time, too, if you have any friends or family members, let them also know how they've made you feel. Because the only thing we have is today. Tomorrow is not guaranteed.